You are now listening to the Electric Dreamz Podcast.
Oh, I know that you'll be fine.
Hey, joke. After fucking how many times we tried to troubleshoot it?
Dude, I don't know, for like minutes.
It's so bad.
Minutes.
Freaking so, man. So let's pick up what we're talking about, man. How's everything? How you been? How's everything going?
Chilling, man. Just like we were talking about, just working, trying to get inspired, trying to make more music, trying to not get bored and not get like congested in here.
Yeah.
But it's been a little hard.
With all that. How's your family doing over there? Man, I've been watching videos.
Yeah, they're doing good, bro. They're at Nicaragua, and they're trying to follow the guidelines as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that there's much over there because it's like fucked up with the government and everything, but they know the truth and that this shit's actually real, you know? Okay. So yeah, so they've been staying in and yeah, they like work. My dad's been like staying at home 3 times a week and
It's bad. Well, I don't know. I was watching some videos over in like Colombia and area. Dude, they're leaving fucking bodies out of the fucking street. Just
bro, I saw that, and it was in Ecuador.
Okay.
They were like burning bodies, like because people were dropping dead, and they were just leaving them in the streets and shit. So that was like fucking like that sucked.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Is it because they can't get the care that they need, or it's just
Dude, honestly, I don't know exactly, but I heard that there wasn't enough space like at the graveyards or some shit like that. And then there's also the case that it's a lot of poor people as well, so when you know, like they don't have money and stuff like that, so dude, they would just like put them in the side of the street. I don't know.
Yeah, it was nuts. I literally was just seeing videos of that shit. I'm just like, man, like so like I know we were talking about like recently, just like how creatively it's been hard for you.
Yeah.
Are you finding your way back to that, or is it still kind of difficult to kind of go through finding your creativeness?
I mean, it's a little bit difficult just because I've been kind of stuck in creating like new content or new music, like starting from nothing. But like I was telling you about like the live show and that I want to start, that motivated me a little more to get like started and like I don't know, like it gave me inspiration. So that for sure helped me getting starting to set up the live show.
You should do a live show. That'd be so fucking dope.
No,
man.
I already have the set list and everything. I'm playing BADMAN and shit.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, you should. If you guys don't know, we came out with a new fucking track that. How long oh man, I can't remember the first time we started working. Yeah, I know you showed it to me. I was like, I gotta get on there. I just gotta get on it. So
yeah, dude. Was that the first time you were at the studio, or was it like? Because I can't remember if it was the first time or no.
I think it was the first time, because I remember when we first met up, it was just kind of like, which is cool if you guys don't know, like usually studio sessions, you kind of like, you know, you shoot the shit and then you kind of show each other what you're working on. Some people like want to jump on it, and that track I really wanted to jump on it because it was like, first it had like a reggae theme. I was like, man, this can be cool to put some of my twist in it. It was just like, it was a dope track, man. It was so sick.
Yeah, I mean, we showed each other like a couple tracks, and I think that was the last one, and I think you were leaving, and I just play that, and you're like, dude, what's that? That's the shit. Let me get on that. And I was like, you like it? Fuck yeah, man. Because at that moment, I only had the first little piece, which was like the first version of the build-up, and then the first drop. But like not nearly as mixed out as it was like at the end, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, dude, go for it. And then, bro, you showed up with the second drop and like the second drop idea and the third drop idea too, which were fucking.
It was sick. It was like it was like emotional roller coaster, that song, because it's like it's very subtle, and then it gets to like a grooviness of like a kind of like essential, and then it goes to like a dark side, and it kind of like relieves from that and kind of goes to bright light. I don't know. That's how.
It definitely feels like a whole, like a little story throughout the song, you know? Like, one of my friends that gave me feedback was like, dude, this shit is crazy. Like, I feel like I'm going, he said he felt he was going in an acid trip, but like coming out like kind of in the light, like you said. And that shit was just, it was nice to hear like such a vivid description of what the song made him feel. But yeah, it's just so dope because it has like all these different feels. Like the first drop is a certain feel, the second drop is a completely different feel, and then the third drop I felt it was like a little bit of a mixture, but it was still like its own thing. So that shit was fucking nice, man. Like it just came out so dope, you know?
Yeah, no, dude. Honestly, it was a great honor, man. Like honestly, you pushed me as a producer to step up my game. I don't know, like I don't know. Every time we meet, it just like gets better and better. I'm just like, bro, like, what is going? Like I don't know, man. Like, with music too, I feel like I've been more like looking at like abstract music instead of just like your top 40 or like a traditional kind of style and stuff. And it's cool. It's cool. That's why I think collabing is like the most important thing to do as an artist.
I think so too, bro. And like, you know, I've been trying to branch out and talk to like different artists and work with them because like there's only so much, right, that you can bring to the table, which is like, it's cool. You'll have your own songs, like you'll have your catalog, but like it's so much like cooler when you like get together with someone else and then something so incredible comes out of it, you know? And especially like for us, I mean, I don't know if you hello?
Oh shit, you cutting out? Oh yeah. We're back? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you sing a lot on your tracks or whatnot, but like for example, me, I've only sang on a couple of tracks I've released, and I try to sing a lot, but my voice is just not where I want it to be yet. So in order for me to like bring alive my beats much more, I need to collaborate with singers, collaborate with like rappers or people who are gonna bring that extra thing to the things I'm making, you know? So that shit is like what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for to get like collaborate as much as possible, get singers. In this case with you, it was dope as fuck because it's like a fellow producer and I fuck with that too hard, you know? Like if another producer is gonna take what I made and just like go ham with it, so be it. Like that shit's still dope as fuck, you know, and what came out was fucking incredible. So
it's like a different it's like two chefs and a cook, you know, two chefs. I mean, I don't know, like in a kitchen, you're almost preparing the same. You got the same ingredients, but who's gonna make what? Like what dish and the other? You know what I mean? Like I think that's what's so great about meeting people, even like meeting people that are not even in your level, like even if like or
100%
different. You know what I mean? It's just like. People should do that. What like? I know like you've been working with tons of artists. Like what's like kind of like your goal for like maybe you know this end of the year or something like a goal in your future career? Like who you want to like? What kind of style you want to collab or what kind of track you want to make? That's like it's so left field that you're just kind of like, man, that'd be kind of cool to make.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm trying to work with as many different artists as possible, right? Try to get different sounds and try to get tracks from all different types of genres that I can mix together with the sound that I'm looking for. Because I don't have yet my sound per se. Like I don't have something defining me 100%, but I feel like I'm on the way. So I want to keep working with artists like that, trying to make dope shit. But eventually, dude, I don't know, like. I'm gonna keep doing the wave as a producer and stuff, but I also consider myself an artist. Not just like not just a producer. Definitely producing is like the main thing, you know. But like I also write. I also sing on some stuff.
You play instruments too.
Play instruments, yeah, definitely. So like in the long run, I definitely want to be doing my own shows with like my music. Like even play collaborations and live shows and bring out artists that I really fuck with that came up with me as well. You know, like, dude, I don't know, like in the future would love to have a show, and then boom, bro, you show up and we just like I don't know, I wouldn't say back to back because I don't
No,
like,
we're doing back to back.
unless it's the other project, like the Gorilla Girls project where I'm gonna be like mixing, that would go back to back. But like on like VIX, which is the current thing I'm doing, it's not gonna be like a DJ show for sure. It's gonna be more of a live show. So we would incorporate some type of shit that you could do like on the live show or whatnot. So that's where I see like in the future.
That's your goal. That's
my goal.
That's very tangible. I think, especially like how the progress you're going. Like think about it. You know, let's talk about numbers. Like for this track, it's just been going crazy. So it's like, dude, I know, man. So like, thank you everyone that's been playing the track, BADMAN. It's just such a cool track. But no, dude, I see that tangible idea. Like you performing live. I even see you like maybe making your own little festival in like back home in the woods or some shit. That'd be so dope. Like
that's like a goal like further down the line, like way further. Like I want to say like years from now, but like once I'm established and whatnot, and hopefully everything goes well and I'm successful and all of that, that's something I want to bring. I want to go back home and set up like some type of festival or something, but I want to do it for free. I want to do it like I want to set it up and do it for free for my people over there, because it's like it's mostly poor people over there, you know. It's like it's a third world country and shit, but I want to bring my sound and still help and throw like a little festival for free and just like bring a ton of friends and like people who make music and that would be down to still do it for free and shit and just like have a good ass time. I think that's definitely something that I want to do in the future for sure.
Yeah, I'll be so down with that, dude. Like doing like a foundation. Like I always wanted to do that, especially like the whole Latino scene. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to have like a Latino electronic festival. I don't know. That's just like
for sure. But the thing is, first is we gotta get like, and this is what I'm saying. Like it's gonna happen in the future. Like right now, the people over there are not like listening that much to different styles of music per se. Like it's still pretty much saturated with the same like I said, top 40 reggaeton mostly, and there are only like a couple of people that are like doing something different here and there, which that needs to happen first in the scene. Like there needs to be like the disruptors or the people that are like different and they're building up something, and it starts slowly like marinating, and then it's gonna burst, and people are gonna be like exposed, and they're gonna be fucking with different types of genres and stuff like that. And that's when like I feel I could come back and then bring all these different sounds, because if I go like back home right now and try to like make it over there, I don't think it'll really happen. It'd be super hard, because like I don't think the demographic of the music I'm making is like back there, you know. I'm trying to like go for something a little bit more experimental, people with more like open ears and stuff like that. So we'll see, man. Like I really hope and I'm gonna push for that to happen. But yeah, I know that there's people over there like working right now on the scene. Like one of my good friends right now, he's the one who does everything for the electronic scene in Nicaragua. He's growing it big, but it's a struggle. Like he tells me, it's hard. It's fucking hard just to like try and do this shit and be different when like the ears are not ready yet, or they're like they haven't been exposed. So
it's tough. It's tough to bring a scene to an area that's not used to it and stuff. Sometimes it takes those people to introduce it. So You mean,
For sure.
I get it. You should wait, but if you could be the first one and the first one to blow up there, like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be even, I think that's even better than sitting and waiting until it simmers, but you come in there.
100%. That's the thing, though. Like, I give props to this guy, to my friend, and I want him to be the first because he's been at it for a long time.
Yeah.
And he deserves, like, to be the first one over there to like, make the scene grow, because that guy's been through a lot, and he's still going at it and trying to bring it, like, make the scene happen. So I really hope that he pops up, and yeah, bro, then, like, I'll be trying to pop up here, you know, like, I'll be over here trying to make this shit work, and then still moving around trying to see what's up. But
no, you're in the right track, man. I see it. I see your sound. Like you have a unique sound. It's just like, so it's like, it's a mixture of everything, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what creates genres. You blend different genres together. You know, we've talked, you know, you and I have talked about making a reggae album, which is nuts.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, that's next year. We're definitely, so you guys already know we're gonna make a reggae album.
that's happening for sure, bro. For sure.
So,
like, that's gonna be nasty.
It's gonna be crazy. So let's play a little bit of BADMAN so people can let me bump up the speakers. Yeah, dude, I'm so happy how this came out. I'm just so blessed. Let's
dude,
check it out.
Yo, that little sample though that I put there.
What's up?
That sample of the guy speaking, dude. Let me just tell this real quick before you play it.
Okay.
So that sample from the beginning of, like, that guy saying, and the blood clot, who wants it? Who wants it?
Yeah, where's that from?
Yo, I went to YouTube and I literally searched Jamaican BADMAN, Jamaican like lingo, and I found this YouTube video of these guys horsing around and just playing around and, like, doing as if they have guns and just, like, making, like, weird sounds. And I got it from there, chopped it up, and made something that was kind of cohesive, but it still sounds, like, bad as fuck, you know, like, it's still, like, badass. And
I was gonna ask
really
you, where the fuck did you find that sample? Because I was just like, dude, that is, like, crazy. Because I found the actual original BADMAN. It was on Splice, but then I was like,
yeah.
Okay, and I didn't see this one. I was like, what the fuck is this one? I was like, dude, this is so cool. So, man, it's dope. All the transitions. We'll do a breakdown after this. I'll play, like, a little bit of it.
Yeah, play that shit.
Okay.
Play that shit.
Let's see.
Yeah, shout out to my girl and to my bros.
So
Who want it? Who want it? You see, if you want it, come check me then. I mean, I'm clear right now. My shit bigger than
it's like dancing right here.
I know.
I just wanna
Such a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So smooth. Man.
So bouncy.
So dope. It's the part where I fuck it up.
Yeah. That goes hard, bro.
Yeah. And vocals so dope, bro. Just like
Arcade.
I could just see the lights, man. Like the LED lights. It's like,
Oh yeah. Going up with the hat.
yeah. So check it out on Spotify. It's on there.
Yes, sir.
It's so sick, bro. Thanks for having me on it.
Oh no, dude. Of course, bro.
Yeah,
Listen, you brought a vibe to that too, bro. Like
that it was just crazy from the beginning. Like I think we document it a little bit. It'd be cool to like, hopefully, you know, when this shit gets over, we'll like come back to the studio together and just kind of like, I think it'd be cool, just a video idea, just us breaking it down. I think I have a little bit of the video of us starting the beginning, but man, dude, it's just like what it started from, and then now what it is. It was just like, it's a whole like, it was a great piece. That's
dude, so should we start like breaking it down?
Yeah, flip it.
So well, basically the song was like 3 parts. So it was the intro with the build up in the first drop.
Yeah.
Then it was the second drop, which Raul brought there. It was like a cohesive, it was a different drop from the first one, like a more bassy, like future bassy drop, like heavier. And then there was this idea of the third drop that was similar to the first one, but it was like I liked the way it was formatted, like how you sent it to me, which was, I think, a more stripped down version of the Hold up. Give me a second, bro. Hold up. Hold up. So I was saying that the third drop was a more stripped down version of the first one, and I liked that because I hadn't thought about that. So I literally, when you put that idea there, I was like, dude, this sounds like actually pretty fucking dope. So so I now had like this 3 different like drops, and I was like, all right, let me see how I'm gonna make a song out of, like, how I put them together, you know, like how can I make this a cohesive piece. And that's when I started like messing around with it, and then we have the transitions, which you like, you know, those transitions, how they be, bro. It made everything more cohesive, but I definitely used a tom sample. That just like it creates this perfect feeling that you're about to be like moved to somewhere else, you know. So
it's a good transition. That's what I'm saying. Like your transitions are clean as fuck. You can go from like having a hard future bass like beat to going back to reggae. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's a difficult part. And I know a lot of people don't know music theory and stuff, but like how to transition that, it's a very difficult thing to do. That's organic, that's not forced, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, sometimes you go to a festival, you hear it, the DJ is like, you like change it to a different track, it just sounds so, it's awkward. But this song goes,
so I'll show right now a little bit. For the first transition, let's talk about this first one. So the drop is going hard with that bass. That bass line is what are you seeing this?
You shit's freezing, bro?
It's freezing on me, bro. Hold up. Can't believe it.
Let's see.
Give me a second.
There's a lot of shit in there. How many tracks you got? You got a lot of tracks?
Oh, bro. This is like 60 probably.
Fuck. Yeah.
Hold up, let me open it up again.
Yeah, it was a big session, but it was cool how you.
Okay, so here's another thing. I'll tell you another thing, dude. I had a hard time with this session because you sent me the stems, and they were like on 127. I moved the BPM back to 130 for this.
Okay.
And then I had to like stretch your samples again, but I couldn't find them to like match the 130. So I had to literally, I had to redo some of the fucking like some of the instruments that you sent me. Like for example, the bass.
Yeah.
It's like it's all the same guideline that you had on the original one, so it's the same notes. But I had to do my own like put the 808 that I had on my computer because I couldn't get it to be like on rhythm. So I had to redo that. Yeah, the kicks I had to like rearrange a little bit. So I had a little bit of a hard time with that.
Yeah.
But I just think it's because I was kind of like rooking out like the collab because it was like my first time like playing with stems like that. So there was a point where I was like, you know, fuck, this shit is like I'm just gonna
might as well recreate it. But that helps you as a producer too, like, you know what I mean, like that you can hear somebody's sound and then almost recreate it. So, that's pretty fucking dope that you did that. You know, it's for me, it's kind of hard to do that. I usually try to figure the technical side of it, but you know what I mean, it's so good.
Hold up, bro. I'm getting some trouble with this. Like it's not reading like my hard drive and shit. Give me a second.
Oh, no worries. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it, man. Fucking.
That's my dad.
Oh, that's your dad? Hey.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Hello. No, thank you. It was a great honor to collab with your son. We've been shooting shit and hopefully more music to come out.
No, that's a definite, bro. Like this thing is like I don't know what the hell is going on. So I'll just like I'll talk about it with the Spotify session. It's fine.
Okay.
So basically, here we go.
And then blood clot, but who want it?
All right, so. Here we're on the first drop. Very smooth. Give me a second. You hear those toms?
Yeah.
Those toms are used for transition.
Dude, those guitars? Was it a sample or you did it?
So for those guitars, I got arcade.
Arcade, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and then I fucked around with the sample because you know it's like sample things, and then you can fuck around with the black keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fucked around with that, but that's like a great ass lead for that song because it's like the song is super spacey and it's like mostly drum and bass, right? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
and then you have this like this like trippy ass guitar. It's like, you know, like ear candying you're like
exactly. It's ear candy, bro. It was just like
man.
It was just like I don't know. It's so spacey, and the bass sounds so freaking good. It's just like it you feel the rhythm, and then the guitar, it's like it just adds a little sparkle, a little ear candy.
All right, so let's see. Here? Okay, here we go. So in that transition, I used it kind of like to get out a little bit, not completely from the song, because if you see, the main thing is still going on, but I took out the bass, which was like a super important part. But I didn't want to like, I knew that I couldn't make a transition from the first bass to the second one, which was the one that you made. I knew I couldn't make that happen like right there, you know, like it can't go from that bass to the other bass.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do was like, all right, I'm extend it a little bit more, but I'm gonna remove the bass so it feels like a little bit empty.
Yeah.
But not completely. Let it ride like that for a little bit, and then I'm with the toms again, and just like let your bass start sounding there. That it's like about to change up, and this is what we're gonna hear right now.
Yeah.
And that's your 808's like right there.
Imagine hearing that live with the subs. It's just gonna be like, ooh, like.
Yeah. There we go. And that's all. That's Raul right there. Like,
yeah,
that's his idea.
I want.
Which, hold up, this I like this part of that.
Yeah.
Like it's nasty, you know, like.
I was so happy you kept those perks. I was like, at first I didn't know if they were good or not, but then, like, hearing it back, it was just like, dude, it kind of like what you said, when we were in the session, it was cool. You were like, we need something in there. We need something to kind of bring you back to the beat. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me think of that.
Yeah. Because you were like chopping it, and I like the rhythm that it gives when you chop it. It's like, it's got like that little swing, but then you also need like a little perk roll or something that's just gonna like to transition you back to the beat, you know, like back to something. So that came out super dope. That came out like pretty fucking gnarly, like the whole second drop. And then the cool thing is, like, I had that part that you sent to work with, and I was like, you know what? Let me see how, like, if I add the vocals from the first part, see how it sounds. So if you notice, I extended it a little bit more. And then the second part, I added like the vocals from the first, and it just like, it gives you that, how can I say, like, it brings it back together to the first drop. Just adding those vocals on top of your drop. So I was like, you know what? Let me see how it sounds. And it's just like so pure with that vocal, the ta na 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 na. Like right now, we're about.
I was so happy. Yeah. Play it.
Listen. There we go.
Yeah, that part. That part, man. It's just like. Yeah.
So it's like the vocals from the first part playing on top of your drums, of your drops.
Yeah.
And then I took it out one more time here.
Dude. I'm just thinking of the lights right now. Just like the, you know, like all the LED lights.
Bro, and when you said that, I was like, dude, fuck. Actually, on like a live show, the lights could go off. When you said that, I was like, dude, the lights can go off with the hats, like, and it's like, 100%.
Fucking darkness, and then the lights go back. You know what I mean? Honestly, we got to do a show. Like, Tori and I have been talking about, like, doing a live show with LB. I got to introduce you to LB. He's a really good singer-songwriter. He's been making tracks and stuff. And so we've been trying to do a concert in Arizona. So I'll let you know. I would love to play this song. This song would be so dope to make.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, like, and I'll play it on the live thing that I'm planning to do. I already chopped up the things that I'm playing. So I'm playing the guitar, that guitar lead. I chopped it up, and I'm gonna I put it on the pad. So I'm just gonna play that on the drop, and some of the vocal samples from Arcade I'm gonna be playing live. So it's like the first version, because I had never done a live show before. So I'm just trying to come up with stuff like on the spot of what I can do, you know. So this is gonna be like the first version of these live songs that I'm gonna play. And for BADMAN, I found out that I could play those guitars and the vocals. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, dude, definitely, like, in the future, we're gonna come up with like a more creative way of doing more stuff from this song. Cause dude, there's a lot of things like going on, like drums, bass, guitars, vocals, like a lot can be manipulated. Hold up.
Especially, like, I even think like a choir would be so cool. I know I've been preaching, people probably get annoyed at me saying this, but I love choirs. I love like church choirs and stuff. And like, you know, that part when it's like, let me try to find it. Like that part, like, that'd be kind of cool with the choir in the back, like just make it. Just make it something big. But that track, I mean, that track is just like, it's a whole roller coaster, I think. It gives you know what I mean? It's like dreamy. and stuff.
I feel like we could like like acquire, that'd be like a crazy idea. So if we all right, hold up. Do you want me to let's finish up like the last drop?
Yeah, let's finish up and then we'll wrap it up and stuff.
All right, cool. So here we go. All right, so here another transition to a break, because I knew that the third drop like had to be put aside and something to build up to it.
Yeah.
So just left this, which is a vibe. It's just like the vocals and the chords, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going.
Yeah. When you bring the beat back, I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, that's not.
No job, dude.
So nasty.
Yeah.
And then and we're back to that beat, bro.
Yeah. So dope.
Which is like so good. Like I imagine like a drum player just like, you know, just keeping rhythm on that beat like that, but it's like it's so good. And so that third drop, the original idea was yours, because you sent me the second drop, and then this third one that was like just a broken down version of the first drop. So like that's why it's like this. Hold up. That just like the kick and the bass, bam bam da, dum. That is the same as the first one, but the first one has vocals in it and some other stuff going. So this is like a filtered down version of that. And I thought, damn, that sounds pretty cool actually. Like to outro the song, that sounds pretty fucking dope. And and I decided to just like ride with that wave. And then for the first half of that drop, it's just like filtered down version. And then towards the second part, it's just like you add all those drums back, and then you add the vocals back, and then you're just like basically back on the first drop, but you don't even notice it because you went through that first part. Yeah. And you're just like in the vibe. And then
it's so it brings you back. It brings you back home, and just like, oh, finally, oh, we're going back. We're going back. Okay, it was wild, wild ride, but we're going back. So
right, exactly.
How you formatted it, it was cool. It was really interesting, and I think, you know what I mean, like especially like it was unique electronic music. I think it was in like, oh, you wouldn't say it's a dubstep track, you wouldn't say it's a reggae track. It was just like it was a mixture of everything, it's so cool to be part of that something instead of like, so like on some EDM songs, it's so you already know what's coming. You hear the build up, boom, and then you know it's gonna end right there. Yeah, it was smooth. It was like a wave. It was very smooth, and just like you predicted it, but it just was like it wasn't awkward.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's what's fun about making like different music. You know, bringing something that's not heard before, or something different that you don't expect, but still hits you in the feels. And I feel like this song does that like a lot. It's like it's taking you through a ride that you don't expect, 100%. But then when that hits you, it's like it just hits you. It hits your soul, like that bass line with those vocals, and then those simple like kind of drums. I felt like it was a super unique song, and now we have like this on the repertoire. It's getting plays. It's getting saves. It's
thank you for all the people that are playing. Thank you.
It's surreal. Like I'm living for this shit, and like my dad, the more I hear it, the more I like it.
Thank you. No, it just it's there's more to come. You know, we have our other track, which, you know, I gotta finish it. I would like to preview it, but it's not done yet. So it's like that we have that one, which is gonna be cool. It's gonna be very what we say, like kind of house vibe, right?
It's definitely a house vibe for sure.
Mm-hmm. So there's more to come. We're gonna do a reggae album next month, or next year.
Next year.
Dude, yeah, we gotta plan that out and see. I've been listening to so much. Like you were referencing some tracks, and I was like, oh man, that'd be okay. We gotta start listening to like abstract reggae, because
yeah.
You know what I mean? This could be considered abstract reggae, and I think that'd be kind of cool as a niche for us to do. Not just like definitely I want to do traditional reggae, but like I know I'm trying not to like freaking pump everybody up, but it's just so cool. Like every time I go to the studio, dude, you inspire me more to do something else. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like,
thank you, man.
Dude, so
dude, but see, the thing is like, and it's amazing, right? Because when you come into the studio, it like, you know your shit too. Like it's you bring a production level to the whole session that is super fucking epic. So it's like it's good to work with people like that because you're on the same wavelength, and it's just fun to make music like that, you know. So like if I'm trying to like make some weird type of shit, but then you understand and you're trying to figure out too, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool, and then you can like maneuver yourself in session and do that shit. It's like it's amazing, and that's what it, like this came out to. Even though we worked on these sessions like separately as well, there was some points where we worked on it together in the studio, and I still remember like when you were chopping up the sub bass over there, and just like when I told you like the perk roll and shit, like it was fucking dope, man. So it's
definitely a relationship that I would recommend for everybody to have as a producer. You know what I mean? Like you got to have that person that you trust that can take a piece that you it's because I mean music's very sentimental. You know what I mean? Like so like for you to share it, it's a great honor. You know what I mean? Like and the thing is like there's some. I mean, you've been to sessions that it's just not working, it's not gelling. And you know that it's like not, I mean, musically it's just not going to come out. And I mean, I've experienced that too, but with us, man, it was cool because like we both have the same idea of it, even though we make different types of music, but we can, you know, come together and make one that's like totally different, man. You know what I mean? So I think people really should do that. You know what I mean? As producers and stuff, branch out. Don't just fucking do your bread and butter. You mean, yeah, that is your bread and butter. But if you can do other things and mix them together and make a whole different masterpiece, why the fuck not? You know what I mean?
I agree, man. And look, it's dope because also like right now we're coming up, right? Like we're not near, like we're not even near where we want to be. No. Like right, we're just trying to like pay our dues, work our 10,000 hours and whatnot, and like to have songs like this already made. And now one of my friends who gave me feedback, he was like, dude, listen, just wait a year and look back on the success of this song, because I feel like it's one of those like that give it time and you'll see all the place that this shit will have, because it's so unique and so fresh also, you know. Yeah. So I feel like it's dope that we're putting out this like stuff like this right now, and then the more we progress and stuff, and people find out more about us and our art and shit, and they're gonna be able to look at this piece of music that we already made, and they're gonna be like, holy shit, like this is a year old, damn, you know, like. So I'm excited about that because I know that right now it's hard to get like a big audience. Just because we're like still coming up and stuff, but then when that happens, trust me, like I know that this is gonna be one of those songs that is like very unique and people will talk about, you know.
It's gonna be really good for our catalog, you know what I mean? Just like to look back and just be like, you know what I mean? Like make another track of that, you know what I mean? Like let's say like another 5 years, let's say we progress and stuff, which I mean, God forbid, I hope.
Yeah.
And people look back and like, dude, you know what'd be cool if those guys get back together, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the duo, like coming back, like, I don't know, a famous duo, but like they come back and they make one last concert, one last track.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My goal is definitely to do, so.
Yeah, no, dude, it was an honor, and dude, I'm so fucking happy of what came out. Now, we have another track we're working on, and
Is there?
that will come out soon enough. This whole thing that's happening right now with the world is obviously delaying some stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sucks, but you know, hey, it's just like that's life right now. So
yeah, it's
not much we can
sad. I mean, but we'll all make it through. We just gotta do our duties. You know what I mean? Like we all gotta like stay home, be safe. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's tough, dude. It's really tough.
Yeah. And music is the way to heal. So drop things. We all need it. I mean, yeah, for sure. No, we're definitely like we have this little collab, like this other collab. I think it's a special song too because it's like it definitely gives you a feeling, but I mean it still needs to be finished. Now
I'm trying to find it. I'm finding it right now. See if I can play it.
You bet.
Yeah,
that shit better not be lost, bro.
I know. I got it. I got it right now. Let me see if I can.
You want to play a little bit?
Yeah, the live session's gonna end soon, like at I think 6:30, because you get like an hour from it.
How do you know? How do you know how much time we have left?
Because we started. I think we started at like 5. What time did we start? At like 5:40?
I don't know, bro.
I'm not too
sure.
So. I'll check it out. Let me see if I can.
I mean, it's cool. We can like. I think we have time for you to play that like the little joint a little bit.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit and then we'll. Let's see. Shit, this is gonna be dope. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's called Bedroom.
That's a good song.
That Kygo vibe? Yeah, I can see that.
Facts.
Oh, wait. You guys gotta wait. Everyone's gotta wait.
Dude, he always does this.
Yeah. I know you always say text me, you're like, you motherfucker.
Dude, because you always be doing that.
Yeah, no, well, everybody's gotta wait. That's the bread and butter right there, dude.
I know.
We gotta wait. So hopefully I'll get that done this weekend so we can. I'm trying to think, maybe next month. I don't know. I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, I mean, if not, I'd be down for June, July, like also down one of those.
June would be cool because it's a summer vibe, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely has that little like wavy type of like, I don't know, if it makes me feel like also kind of like the beach for some reason. I don't know. But it's cool, man. Like that song, the vocals you found for that go so well with that shit.
Dude, it was cool. Like, especially how we'll talk more about it once this shit's done, but
yeah.
Anything you need to plug or anything, what's like, I know you're going to try to do a live show. When's that?
So for the like 5 people who are here, got the little scoop.
five fans.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a live show. I'm just figuring out which day. I almost have it already set up. I'm gonna play like 6 songs, and one of them is gonna be BADMAN, and that's coming up. And other than that, only like every 12th of the month, expect a new song. Also, I saw that one of my boys just logged in here. He's called Plug 15. His name is Enrique. Dude, that guy is a fucking beast. Like, you need to listen to him sing. So he's the guy that I remember that I showed you a song of him sing, like one of the ones that I made that his vocals were there, and I told you, like, this guy, his vocals are incredible. Dude, the guy released an album like 3 or 4 days ago. Check that shit out. If you're into like
send it to me. I would check it out.
I'll send it to you, bro. The guy makes great music and has an amazing voice, so definitely check that shit out. And other than that, bro, I don't know, dude, like, stay safe. Do you have anything you want to plug or some shit like that?
No, just BADMAN. Listen to BADMAN. You mean this is gonna come out on the podcast too. So if you guys don't, we have our old podcast on still up on.
Yep.
So it's called Electric Dreamz.
Remember, dude, that seems like yesterday. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, dude. That was so cool. So we have our first podcast there. I think it's like episode 4 or something like that. We have it there, so go check it out. It's on the link. Yeah, dude. Just thanks, man. I appreciate you taking the time to talk, man. It's been a while. We'll get back in the studio really quick.
For sure, man. For sure.
You know what? I think another live stream you and I should do. We should do the whole Zoom, and then maybe Instagram. I think Instagram. We should do like a track from scratch. I think it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, it'd be cool. Like if we do a Zoom session while we're doing a track and have it running on Instagram Live. Is that what you're saying?
We probably have to do Instagram Live separate and stuff, but like maybe you and I just like for instance, you're like, hey, I got this melody, or I got a melody, and then you go from there. I'll send it to you, and we'll just work on it live. And I think it'd be interesting for people to see that too. I've been doing that with Lionel with songwriting. So him and I usually would do on Mondays. We do songwriting sessions. So we start from a track from scratch. I know if you've seen it. So we'll make a track from scratch. So he'll have an idea, and then I'll try to make the song, and then he'll be writing it. So I think you and I should do it.
I'm down. I'm always down for sessions and stuff like that. So let's just like set up one day, and we'll get on it for sure.
Definitely. So all right, brother. I'm gonna let you go.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you guys. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for listening, and keep streaming that bad boy because it's dope.
It's crazy. So, all right, guys, take care.
Stay safe,
I'll talk to you soon, brother. See ya.
All right, peace.
See you guys.
I just wanna something.